Welcome to Legally Speaking with Attorney Antoinette Osbourne. This program is for information purposes only. If you need legal advice, you can contact me, Antoinette Osbourne, at 718-502-9137. That's 718-502-9137. The office focuses on divorce, immigration, bankruptcy, real estate, and estate matters. We also do eviction proceedings. There is a second office in Jamaica, West Indies, if you are seeking to buy or sell property in Jamaica, or if you are looking to wrap up an estate. The office is conveniently located at 88-28 Sutphin Boulevard in Jamaica, Queens. We are right across the street from the Supreme Court. We are also located in the Bronx at 4262A as in Apple, White Plains Road, between East 236th and East 235th Street. We are conveniently located between Jamaica National and Mr. Sims, the accountant. Now, this morning, for those of you who are looking to apply for your work permits, or you're looking to renew your work permits, immigration has now implemented a process for expedition, and it's such where you can speed up the work permit in the event of, and this is processing of your work permits, can be increased because there's illness involved, or you had a previous planned travel, or there's a significant, life-changing event, serious illness and disability, or possible an employer retaliation in that the employer is going to fire you because you don't have your work permit, which the employer is legally able to do, or you could suffer other substantial harm. If you're able to provide proof of this, then they will speed up your work permit. Anyone who has waited on a work permit knows that it takes, depending on the circumstances, depending on the backlog, this can take anywhere from 3 months, and I've seen up to 2 years where there was such a huge backlog that work permits were taking forever. Sometimes the work permits are coming after the green card with this new process that they have now, that some people are getting interviews and some people are not getting interviews. I can't tell the last time I had an interview on a marriage-based case. Most of these cases now, which never happened in the past, are being issued on the paperwork, right? So, and this is why it's so important to have your documents in order, because it can save you from going through an interview, and God forbid you don't pass that interview, then you end up in a Stokes proceeding. Some jurisdictions, a Stokes here in New York is separating you and asking approximately 100 questions. Then, when you get back in before the officer, you're supposed to explain the discrepancies. You fail that Stokes, that's it. Your relative petition is denied, so there's no way to move on the adjustment. So now with this new advent of approving cases without interviews, because some people, they are just not interview people. And where on the streets, it's like you have some test takers. People are great at tests, and you have some people who, they really know their stuff, but they just can't pass the test. So this advent of approving green cards without interviews, this has helped a lot of people, especially where they interview poorly. Another policy that is being implemented is that you can now reschedule your biometrics online. I would encourage anyone who has an application with USCIS to create a USCIS account, just in the event that your mail does not arrive. The post office provides an excellent service, but it is not perfect. And in the event you do not get your mail, that same notice goes into your online portal. And anyone who has an application, you get a notice which speaks to an access code. And I cannot encourage you enough that if you have an application that is being processed, that when they send that notice for you to create that online access account, please do so that notices that you miss in the mail, it comes in the account. Because one of the things when you receive a requisition and you fail to respond to it because you never got that mail, Caller, you're on the air, love.
And Miss Osbourne, here is the line. It's just static. There's nothing going on for about 5 minutes now or so. It's just. Let me turn up the radio to hear. Oh, it's just too much.
Okay, thank you, my darling. All right, so it seems that there was a break in transmission. I am not sure what occurred. Thanks to that caller who called in. So in just giving a synopsis of what I was just talking about, I'm not sure if everybody had a break in transmission, but the caller stated for 5 minutes, yeah, she was not hearing anything. It was just static. I was referring to criminal dispositions. I find that people are not getting you when you're going to get documentation for immigration concerning your criminal disposition. And this is anywhere in the world that this has occurred. You must obtain a certified copy of your criminal court disposition. So if you have been arrested anywhere in the world, this document is very important to your immigration case. Do not get a regular copy. They are going to be looking to feel for a seal. You must get a certified copy of your criminal court disposition. This is what provides immigration with an idea as to what was the final analysis in your case. These documents are important because they cannot make a final determination in your case without this disposition. For marriage-based cases, if you and your spouses have a current order of protection between the both of you, no officer is going to approve that case. So unless that order of protection is going to go away, yeah, it's not going to happen. So you cannot have two people who are married going in on a marriage-based interview and you have an existing order of protection. Just showing up at that interview, you are in violation of that order of protection and you are subject to arrest. So if you have a marriage-based case and you and your spouse, you have to understand the issue that the officer has to determine, yeah, is whether or not you have a good faith marriage. People with active orders of protection or past orders of protection clearly show that there is something going on in that marriage. So if it is that you're looking to do a marriage-based interview and you have an open order of protection, that case is going to get denied. You have to look about getting rid of that order of protection. And if you have a past order of protection, be very much in the know as to what it is that you're going to tell the officer. And you have to have a good explanation as to what happened. Because failing which, it is not going to happen for you. Yeah? I'm not sure what's going on with the line. A listener who is listening in from Manhattan says that there is static in the line, and I'm not sure if this is happening all over. Please let me know. All right, so just tuning in, you are listening to Legally Speaking with Attorney Antoinette Osbourne. If you have a question this morning, you can call in at 718-502-9137. That's 718-502-9137.
it ever had to be the way I see this world running shouldn't have to be. Cause now every man's cup is filled with hate and overflowing. Father, I know things are going wrong, yeah. It's wickeder than before. We really checks that we could have run things, but it don't look so anymore, no. Come down, Father, come down. Come down, Father, come down. Oh, I beg you, come down, Father, come down. Hey, come down, Father, I beg you, come down. In my heart, I know that you won't let your chosen people suffer. I know you'll never let us down. No, no, no. Many times I could have picked up a gun, I could have gone.
Welcome to Legally Speaking with Attorney Antoinette Osbourne. This program is for information purposes only. If you need legal advice, you can contact me, Antoinette Osbourne, at 718-502-9137. That's 718-502-9137. The office focuses on divorce, immigration, bankruptcy, real estate, and estate matters. We also do eviction proceedings. There is a second office in Jamaica, West Indies, that focuses on legal representation. If you are seeking to buy or sell property, or if you are looking to wrap up an estate. The office is conveniently located at 88-28 Sutphin Boulevard in Jamaica, Queens. We are right across the street from the Supreme Court. And in the Bronx, we are located at 4262 A as in Apple, White Plains Road. We're between East 235th Street and East 236th Street. We're conveniently located between Jamaica National and Mr. Sims, the accountant. This morning I want to caution landlords. We have a broken landlord and tenant system, and this isn't really not a court that you want to be in. And that's just my simple opinion. The adjourn dates are far. Yeah, sometimes you can get 2 to 3 months or more. Sometimes you can be waiting on a trial date in vain, and all this time the tenant is in your house not paying. And it is a system where, I think a few weeks ago, you had landlords protesting in front of the Queen's Civil Court building. My guidance to you as a landlord, and sometimes you get tricked anyway, because anybody who is looking to move into your house, I tell you all the time, they're going to wear their Sunday best. They are going to present themselves because they want to get in. The purpose is to get in. And after getting in, all hell breaks loose. But my recommendation to you this morning is do some due diligence. I don't think nobody should be moving into your place and you don't have the social security number. You're looking at best case scenario. I'm trying to let you focus on worst case scenario. I don't think anybody should be moving in and you don't have the social security number, just in case you have to take them for rent after, and the marshal needs to find them to execute the judgment. That's one. You should ensure that you have the ID of this person. Get a copy of the social security card, because the system facilitates, and you can only get back your monies if it's a legal tenancy. Yeah? So places like your basements that's not legalized, your attics, you're renting rooms, you are not going to be able to get back your money because the courts do not enforce an illegal contract. You are not supposed to renting in this manner in the first place. But anybody come into your house, especially when you live there, do a background check, verify employment, see pay stubs, and sometimes the pay stubs can't even help you because you have people working with law enforcement, working with city. I drive the nice, big, good bus. Oh, I know your salary, you don't make money. Yeah? And them nah pay rent. Yes. Not $1. I don't know. But one of the things I learned growing up is to protect the roof over your head. That should be your number one priority. If you come from the islands, you used to light a lock off. Yeah? So you used to kerosene oil. You used to candle the light oil. Canada can't wait for the money. The cable can't wait. Because them there, you can't see nearly anything on YouTube. Yeah. I don't understand people don't have the concept to protect the roof over your head. You must have shelter. But landlords only need to start checking the employment. You have to do, you know when you have to take out a loan, them do what is called a VOE, a verification of employment, or they need to verify them at work. Yeah, man, you don't need to verify them at work. Because this now makes sense. When COVID came in, people who were in jobs where it was a continuous employment, even them not pay. Because the system is so broken that it encouraged people not to pay. And they didn't care. Yeah? Me personally, I think they should check with the old landlord. Yeah, me used to rent before. And me I tell you, every time me I move me and my landlord, them like tears. Because we live as a family. Me can't understand this cash, dirty life. It don't make sense. And you know, when I have clients come in and when I complain, say, the tenants appear them late. They can't keep the place good. Yeah? Nothing on our cash. I get the money a little bit late. You know, no problem in our life. Talk to me with somebody who, for a whole year, them not get no money. Talk to me with somebody who 2-3 months, them not get no money. And them need this money for their mortgage. But landlords, I'm encouraging you. Yeah? You have people want to retire and then can't retire because you nastiness in them place. And them have to make sure them work them full job so them not lose them out. And this and that are going on in the streets right now. And it amazes me. People who are working. We can't understand if you lose your job, you're out sick, say you have an interruption. And you're a person who constantly pay your rent. Never landlord no, I work with the woman. The woman did that for years. And she must lose some farmer benefit. I work with her because she don't kick out the woman, them live good. So the tenant I tell her what we do to get lick so she can get help to pay the rent. But nastiness who cock up in a people place and you work. Not $1. Not $1. This makes absolutely no sense to me. Yeah? It makes no sense. And I can tell you this. What is happening now is there's a shortage of houses, and I'll tell you why. Part of the crisis is some landlords are no longer renting to you. And let's get real, they're not renting their place. For landlords who can afford it, some of them have decided that they are going to lock up their apartments and they are not renting it. They prefer to move in a family member or just leave it vacant. They might help out them family now. Because you're not their family and you're in their place not paying rent 1, 2, 3 years, just like that. This is insane to me. Just tuning in, you are listening to Legally Speaking with Attorney Antoinette Osbourne. If you have a question this morning, you can call in at 718-502-9137. That's 718-502-9137. And it is the same number to call to make an appointment during the week. That's 718-502-9137. Oh, I'm sorry. Once you hear me say turn off your radio, that's what you're supposed to do. You know, the hardest thing this week was to settle a case, to give this tenant time, because at the end of the day, the landlord just wants her out. Caller, you're on the air.
Good morning, Miss Osbourne.
Morning, sir. How can I help you?
I'm just listening to your program. Nice program you have. I listen to you every Sunday morning.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to piggyback what you were saying just now in regards to apartments,
Mm-hmm.
to houses. And I am one of those homeowner who decided not to rent my house. I don't care who the hell it is. I lock it up.
Could you tell us why?
Because I'm sick and tired of people moving in, pay you the first couple of months, and then they'll refuse to pay. And the city does not help you. New York City does not help homeowners. And I believe that we are helping the city in that regard to provide houses for people to live. And the city don't help us.
Understood.
The city does not help us. The city in my opinion, oppress us. Because they create this law where people come into your house and live for free. And they do whatever they want to do. And you gotta pay the water bill, light bill, oil and gas and all that. And they live for free and nothing.
Understood.
And you still gotta pay your mortgage.
Thank you, sir. Take care.
You know? So I totally agree with what you're saying.
Yes.
Have a good day.
You too. Bye. Yeah, it's serious. And we're going to continue to have a housing shortage if this continues. No, people are going to find a way to pay their mortgage, the carrying charges, the utilities. They are going to find a way. And everybody know the rents that are out there now. It's not monkey money to rent a place now. It's not monkey money to buy a house, and it's not monkey money to rent a place. You have to have your money pull up. So I'm encouraging you, if you are in a situation, because some of you, your landlords, have not raised the rent in years. Let's get real. And water gone up, taxes gone up, insurance gone up. The mortgage going to still stay the same unless them refinance. And when I refer to mortgage, I mean your principal and your insurance. Everything else has gone up. Your heating, the electricity, if there are common areas that the landlord has to pay for. And I think people need to exercise a conscience. Yeah. And some people are repeat offenders where just to be aggravating, nothing wrong with the apartment, you're calling 311, say you don't have heat. Yet still when the city come, you don't let them in. You call and you make these complaints just to have a history of violations on the people them place. And it hurt me this week, but we just had to settle it because this system is so ridiculous. Like, the case was adjourned from November. You know when was our next date? June. That is what is happening in the streets. Yeah? And still, just to facilitate a judgment, you give this woman more time. And she was so unconscionable. And at this point, I was losing it. And I said to her attorney, if she doesn't leave, I can guarantee you I will use my last breath. Right now, the client was waiving all the rent, and it's like she thinks she'll cry, she'll make her way. Not yes, so girl, he's a devil. I said, I personally don't go after tenants for rent, but I will go after her because my client have our social security number. Yeah, man, come back and agree now. Yeah, because you know, wickedness. Only sleep at night. No, sir. No. It makes absolutely no sense to me. People unconscionable, man. Yeah, that's crazy. Somebody said, good morning, Miss Osbourne. I owed my landlord some back rent. I was given until the 26th of June to pay the back rent, but I need some more time for the remaining balance. I already have half. Could I ask the judge for more time? That's at the discretion of the judge. If it is that there's a possibility that you are going to get it, they can allow it, or they may not. But ask. But if it's the deadline, are you going to have to file an order to show cause? Someone said, if someone was arrested with 100 pounds of weed and did 6 months, can they renew their green card and travel? What a way you bright in America. Are you brighter than stadium bulb? 100 pounds of weed? No, you need to go open a plant. I want to go on your side in America, Jesus. Huh? I'll tell you this. You wake a sleeping lion when you submit an application to immigration. But what is the funniest thing is I have seen some people who are deportable, put in applications to renew their green card and them not bother them. But I can tell you this for sure. I can't say for sure with a green card that it may wake the sleeping lion. You put in an application for citizenship, you just buy yourself a one-way ticket back to your home country. It's a risk. I personally would not put in for that renewal. No, sir. My father said, always don't wake a sleeping lion. That's 100 pounds of weed, sir. No, sir, Mom. You know, ladies are hustlers too. Now, man, I want to do it yourself in America. I want you to know that the good sense, minya, the ganja, the marijuana, yeah, it's still on the control substance list for the federal government. I don't care what your states are doing to legalize marijuana. Marijuana is not legal for the feds. And immigration is federal. Yeah? So just be very careful when you do it in yourself out of street. 100, no, sir, we can't get over this one. You in farming, sir? I wonder if you're a farmer. That's a lot of weed. All right, just tuning in. You're listening to Legally Speaking with Attorney Antoinette Osbourne. Hello, you're on the air, love. Hello? All right. So, nice and beautiful people in Tri-State. Someone said, good morning. Can my son file for his 8-year-old daughter with a green card? Absolutely. It takes approximately 2 years. Green card holders can file for their unmarried children, whether they are over 21 or they are under 21. The difference is just the timing. Kids who are under 21 takes approximately 2 years, and do not set that. I'm not setting that time in stone because everyone knows immigration has a big backlog. And for the children that are over 21, it takes about 7.5 years. Yeah? But yes, absolutely let him file for the child. If he was not married to the mother, I would encourage a DNA. I do not like to waste money. Yeah, a lot of you are daddies to kids that are not yours. Mm-hmm. You are on the air.
Good morning to you.
Good morning, love.
Sounds as if the people are becoming much more delusional than educated on this planet. 100 other weed, that is unbelievable.
Yes, I think our listener is a farmer. That's a lot.
Mrs. Osbourne, it sounds like the individual in Mar-a-Lago. Take care.
Okay, take care. Yeah, that's a lot of weed. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's a great party right there, yeah? All right. Whew. Can't get over some of these tenants. It amazes me. Yeah. Caller, you're on the air, love.
Good morning, Miss Osbourne.
Morning, darling.
Yes, I just want to ask a little question. Ma, I have a friend at work who get burned out from his apartment in an apartment building. Someone told him that if he wants back the apartment, he can wait on it, but he has to go downtown and pay $1 a month to somewhere. I don't know if it's which office. You ever heard about that?
I have never heard about that, sir. That I don't know of. Honestly, I can't answer that question. All right?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Bye. I tell you, people can't pay $1 a month for whole apartment. Me never hear that in my life. But it is what it is. Careful of the village lawyers out there. They are rampant. Yeah. Boy, I don't know. I want to encourage people who do not have their papers and they want to create a path to ultimately get their paperwork. I'm going to encourage you, stay on the right-hand side of the law. And sometimes you do not have to be actively involved in anything, but it is the friends that you keep. And this is a place where, I tell you, if you do not have the proper family support and guidance in this country, it is easy to stray, and it is so easy to get on the left-hand side of the law. Some people, I tell you, they've never stolen in their home country. They come here and go into the stores and steal. I'm going to encourage you to stop it. Just live your life in a manner where you live proper, you know? Be careful of the people you associate yourself with. Sometimes, not every time your phone ring, yeah, you are required to answer. Yeah, man, sometimes this phone ring, sometimes I can't even find my own phone. Not every time your phone ring, you're really going to answer. Just be careful who you associate yourself with, what they're encouraging you to do. This is not the place, because everybody thinks that immigration will forget your criminal history. No, absolutely not. There's no limitations on these crimes. Caller, you're on the air, love.
Miss Osbourne. When my baby mother stopped the child support, how soon can I apply back for my passport, my driver's license?
Okay.
Both of them revoked.
When you say she stopped the child support, but are there arrears?
Yeah, there are arrears.
Okay, so the arrears is still going to be in the system unless she waived the arrears and terminated the case. Did she waive the arrears?
No, that's what she's going to do. She's going to terminate the arrears.
Okay, so if she terminates the arrears, then give it like 2 weeks to upload in the system, and then you look about whatever license.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, Mr.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Mr.
Bye. You know, I think support collections unit have restricted license too, and people should look about that, where you have the license just to go to work. Yeah, I'm telling you, 4 months or more, you are in arrears in child support, and it's payable through the system. All your license them get affected, whether it's your driver's license, your recreation, fishing, gun license, you know, your professional license, teachers, doctor, lawyer, everybody. Yeah, man, you have some doctors who are just not practicing child support to kill them, and at this point them get frustrated, and sometimes we have to exercise a conscience, because I think that people have to live. And one of the hardest things that the men don't understand is some of these women are just absolutely not letting go of you. Me can't understand that concept. Sir, the way me let go of you reach all the way at Timbuktu. Don't remember you, sir. But some women do not let go. And what the men don't understand is, when the woman them see you with your new girlfriend, let me get real now. Some people live in a utopia, don't know that address. And them think say the money I go upon the new girl, dog nyam your supper, that me tell you. Okay. Turn off your radio. Alright, I can't. Yeah. She see her parlor with the new girl, and the new girl live life where she never lived. You think me telling her all the time, left the girl at the top of the road and go pick up on a picnic. Yeah? And some of the new woman on the door, Charles, on herself. Caller, you're on the air, love.
Good morning, Mr. Osbourne.
Morning, darling.
My brother, you know, had a cocaine charge about 25 years ago. He was taken into custody and into federal custody, and after a while they let him out.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, he has a green card, but you know, I would like to know, is he still able to file for citizenship?
I would not encourage that. I would have somebody review his disposition, because if it rises to the level of an aggravated felony, he has just bought himself a one-way ticket home. So let his disposition be reviewed before he puts in citizenship, because that's how a lot of people end up in removal and are sent home.
Even after a number of years?
They don't care. They don't care. All right? All right, Doc.
All right, bless you.
Take care. I tell you, the 80s and the 90s with drugs, it was not a good period for immigrants. A lot of people got charges those times. Immigration don't care about the length. So, just be very careful. Someone texted, "Good morning, darling. Happy Sunday. How are you? I put in an F1 petition since 2016 and still waiting for an interview. I'm a citizen. How long more waiting? F1? F1 is a student visa. Not sure what you mean by F1 petition. Or do you mean a 2016? What sort of application were you filing? All right. Now, I want to encourage people, be careful when you're submitting your documents. I want you to review them. You'd be surprised as to one simple error. The worst person to find out the error on your documents is immigration, where you had that documentation enough time to review and see certain things. There are certain things that are discovered after it goes in. People registering, people not in their government names and birth certificates. They're registering the parents in the aliases. I want people to just take the time to look over your documentation, especially when you're going to be filing for somebody because of the relationship stated on the document. You have to be very careful. Island people with just 1, 2, 3, with easy, relax. No, not when you have an application to send into the government and they are trained fraud investigators. I want to encourage you, just be very careful in the documents that you send to ensure it actually supports a case that you're filing for. Just tuning in, you're listening to Legally Speaking with Attorney Antoinette Osbourne. If you have a question this morning, you can call in at 718-502-9137. You can also text your question to 718-502-9137, and to make an appointment during the week, the number is 718-502-9137. For those of you with there are certain marijuana charges that are being vacated and dismissed and sealed. So if you have certain marijuana charges, you can reach out to the court system and see if your actual conviction qualifies for the vacator, dismissal, and sealing of the charge. Yeah, marijuana has been a bone of contention. The amount of lick Peter Tosh getting a Jamaica from police for marijuana charge, and now it is quote unquote legal. Boy, the separation what people undergo, but it is what it is. Time is the master. Young people, not everything overnight. For you young people who are still in your parents' home, me and my client, I laugh because in nice, good, clean daughter sitting at home, nobody now come. Young people, let me tell you something. This is a time you need to go out, live your life, and make life. After a certain age, you're not supposed to cock up on an parents' house, or, have a client. Oh my God, our son, handsome. And I said, I'm not seeing nobody. No, why? So many women out there praying in temples, mosques, and churches for a man. Why don't you come out on a parents' house and go look like and make it with somebody? Or not just every time the moment. Sister Antoinette, every time me bring in somebody, she bring in a little date. Big she up your eye, cause son round the house come like rolling calf. She have to pray to bring nobody our yard. He stand up there, watch her, watch the man, looking up. You go look on one place and go live on a life and live on a parent's house. No, sir. When you just sit down there, mama want privacy, them want meet somebody. She have a gym screechy. When the poor father, him want move on. Mother not there no more. Cock up in the house. I look like FBI. Go locate. Come out. Go buy house. Go rent house. Go look life. No, sir. Me can't do this. The parents need to start charging some big rent cannot take up space. That is the reality. Just tuning in, you're listening to Legally Speaking with Attorney Antoinette Osbourne. If you have a question this morning, you can call in at 718-502-9137. That's 718-502-9137. To make an appointment during the week, the telephone number is 718-502-9137. One of the things that I find people are, because you never know how things work out. You marry with the anticipation that you're really going to be there possibly till death, but it doesn't work out like that. And I find people are losing their monies. Money's not, God forbid you divorce. That, yeah, because I have had clients come to me and they have come for divorce and I send them home. Because you're going to divorce your husband on what basis? Now you have to go get another lawyer. Me not do it. You not waste time in America. You not leave your good man. Go home. Caller, you are on the air.
Hi, good morning. I'm the guy that called with the F1 visa. I mean it F1 visa, not I mean F1 petition. My wife put in for her kids 2016. They got the approval and everything. But they're still in the interview, so just wanted to know.
Okay. How old are the children?
One's under 21 and one is over 21.
The child over 21 should take about, is your wife, she's a green card holder or citizen?
Citizen.
Okay, so that should take 8 years. So by next year, that child who is over 21 should be here. The one who is under 21, that child should have been here approximately 2 years after the filing. Something is wrong, and you should reach out to immigration on that. It doesn't take that long for a child who is under 21 to get here. All right?
Okay, they were saying that it is back up, so I don't know if
not for a minor child. It's not backed up 7 years for a minor child. That's nonsense. For a child over 21, they have to wait on a visa number, and that visa number is not available if you file 2016. But for the child under 21, she's a green card holder, that visa number becomes available in 2 years. That child should have been here from 2018, 2019, so something is wrong. All right? Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, for children who are under 21, the wait period is not that long. Yeah, so when you see that for citizens, it takes approximately a year plus. For green card holders filing under children under 21, it takes 2 years plus. So if you see it really passing that time, even with a backlog from 2 to 7 years, no, something is not right there. Yeah? So you have to watch the time. Everybody can look at their priority date by going to the visa bulletin, and you look which category, family preference category you are in, and you're able to check the dates. It doesn't take that long for children. When they're over 21, you're an adult, and immigration don't believe that you are a priority. You can go look live. Someone need to take the stands with immigration and have them pick me up over 21 just in your place, catching color. A lot of them, they are not working. They are not going to school, they are not in the military, and they're not seeking a trade. So when you enable your children